A megatrend is a pattern or a movement which has a major impact on business and society as a whole. We group them into 5 megatrends: globalization, demographic changes, urbanization, technology changes, and climate change and sustainability. They affect business and society as a whole right now. They also have a lasting impact in terms of if you look a decade or two or more out. They permeate all sectors of the economy and they affect all types of organisations. I would challenge anybody to look at their day and say, if you look at the 5 megatrends that we talk about, that they haven't had some form of impact on their day. Their relationship with their work may change. They may work, for example, more virtually than they've done before. They may have shorter term contracts than they have. From reading the newspaper, watching the news, going to the shops, going to work. Every single part of their day is affected now by the megatrends. By their very definition, the megatrends are patterns or changes in activity which take place over a long period of time that have a major impact on business and society. Why do we care about them? Well, they often create big opportunities or risks in terms of how you interact with your customers, your citizens. They create potentially disruptive forces for good or challenge in terms of new opportunities for innovation or creativity. So whilst they may seem very big, very long term, actually the implications and the effects can be very short term. We've seen the impact, for example, of one megatrend on many organisations. Look down our high street in terms of some of the closures of shops. That's one megatrend that's been taking place over a number of years, but actually the implications, when you collide that with some of the challenges around economic conditions, so technology and economic conditions, it's meant that you've seen a closure of a number of high street stores because people have shifted online at a time when they want to find their goods and services much cheaper. Some of the predictions or the stats are staggering. One I'll pick out is if you look every week, 1.5 million people are being added to an urban population. That's a staggering number. It has profound implications for the infrastructure, the communities in these cities. There's a big leadership challenge to give people the space to think about these bigger shifts, the big mega trends, the balance between agility, looking at different opportunities quickly and then shifting the organisation to respond to them, but also being resilient. You can't shift your strategy every day, even though there may be developments within these specific megatrends. Well, CEOs told us that technology as a megatrend as probably one of the biggest disruptive forces in their organisation. 80% of them said it was one of the biggest challenges they face. Now, focusing on the digital aspect of technology, it's clear that digital has been used as a channel to market, an easier way to sell goods and services more cheaply, more effectively. We're interested in creating a debate on what's the next wave of innovation on digital. We often see organisations who have awareness of the megatrends, but then they say, well, actually, what do we change? How do we change? How do we act differently? How do we move more quickly? How do we shift our capital, whether financial capital or human capital, from one region to the other, or from one demographic to another? So I guess there's 2 aspects to how PwC can help. One is helping the organisations who are our clients, but also the megatrends affect us as an organisation in terms of our own purpose, our own impact. And we are, in a way, using this exercise to look at ourselves. What we've been doing over the last few months is really bringing together all our perspectives in one place, all the different voices, all the different research, all the different experiences, and actually asking some pretty provocative questions about what do they mean for business, what do they mean for society. So how do you take the megatrends and make shifts in your organisations? That's the challenge of the day-to-day, which is the challenge we see in our client base. And what we're doing is creating a series of themes of some of the collisions, and you'll be hearing more about the I-generation, the sharing economy, the economy of outcomes and so on, which we think are the most important themes. We believe there's a convening role of bringing all those experiences together, but also be a catalyst to provoke the difficult questions and then help organisations make the most of the changes that come from these megatrends. So we're a participant. We're not an academic, we're a participant in this debate. We want to have our own take on the megatrends, which comes to looking at the collisions and interactions between them, and also how we bring a fresh perspective on each of the 5, which is perhaps different from the normal debate that we see in the economy and society as a whole.